Namaskar and good morning. It is a matter of great pride and honor to have with us the living legend of Kuchipudi dance, Dr. Radha Reddy, to enrich us with his experience. And today he will be interpreting the Cosmic Dance of Shiva under India Ireland Friendship Lecture Series. Dr. Raja and Radha Reddy, world renowned dancing couple, choreographers, and gurus, have given new dimensions to the age old art of Kuchipudi dance. Their illustrious career, spanning over 5 decades, has been marked by several prolific public and private performances in India and abroad, and has gained them a reputation for rare excellence. As cultural ambassadors, they have traveled to more than 104 countries, sometimes multiple times, and showcased India's rich culture and their talent to numerous kings, queens, princes, presidents, and other dignitaries all over the world. They were amongst the first to pave the way, introducing Indian classical Kuchipudi dance to prestigious avenues since the late 60s and early 70s. Their assiduous efforts to spread Kuchipudi dance to the world saw them amongst the first to perform Indian classical dance at Lincoln Center, New York in 1973, whereupon Juilliard School offered them to teach Kuchipudi dance at the school, which they refused in order to continue their extensive travel promoting and popularizing Kuchipudi dance around the world. Being the first Indian couple to perform at the International Dance Festival of Avignon in France, Salzburg, and Vienna, among greats like Rodolphe Neuwirth. In 1995, inaugurating the Playhouse Theatre in Durban, performing for President Ford on Mississippi Ship in 1976 in New Orleans, being the ambassadors of Indian dance in Japan's the All-Star Ballet Gala Festival, they have traveled extensively in Germany, giving concerts for the Mercedes-Benz Company in 1987 as well as in 1989, performing at the Queen Elizabeth Hall, where Dr. Raja Reddy was honored with the name Black Shiva, performing for Cuban President Fidel Castro on his special request. There is a Dublin connection also. Dr. Reddy was also presented the key to the city of Dublin as a mark of respect and appreciation by the then mayor in year 1988. Their name surely enough grew synonymous with Kuchipudi, and they have been conferred with numerous titles and awards as honors for their tireless dedication and continued excellence. To name a few, they were the first couple in the history to get Padma Shri and Padma Bhushan awards individually but simultaneously. Sangeet Natak Academy Award, the Kalidas Samman Award. In 1976, they established Natya Tarangani Performing Arts Center, an institute of excellence devoted to Kuchipudi dance, standing tall in the heart of the capital New Delhi, with the aim of preservation, promotion, and propagation of classical dance and music of India. They are solely responsible for bringing Kuchipudi dance onto the cultural map of the world. This team of Kuchipudi performers is the only Kuchipudi family, along with Kaushalya Reddy and their two daughters, Yamini Reddy and Bhavna Reddy, in the world. Now we play a short video showcasing the illustrious journey of the dancing duo.
नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं ऋतं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं माम् अववक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवधातारम् अवानुचानमवशिष्यम् अवपश्चात्तात् अवपु अदक्षिणात्तात् अवचोर्वात्तात् अवाधरात्तात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात्.
Before we get to listen to this memorable talk, I would request His Excellency, the Ambassador of India, to kindly give his introductory remarks and welcome Dr. Radha Reddy.
Namaskaram. Very warm greetings to all friends who are connected with this program from Dublin, Ireland. For me as India's ambassador, it's a great privilege to welcome someone like Dr. Radha Reddy ji, whom I have admired since my childhood. In fact, my introduction to Indian dance is thanks to Radha Reddy ji. As a very young, like maybe 5-6-year-old child, I had seen one of your performances, and since then my devotion to Lord Shiva and also interest in Indian dance and Kuchipudi in particular was initiated. So I owe you a lot of joy and a lot of comfort that I have personally received. And I know that what Hemaji described in terms of number of performances and number of awards that have been bestowed on yourself does not do justice to what you have done. Your contribution is simply like beyond description and beyond acknowledgement, because I see as a life of pure devotion to art, and through devotion to art, worshipping the Almighty Shiva, and in that way serving our motherland, our country. Because as an individual, as a family, as an institution, you have added glory to our motherland, and as an Indian ambassador, I feel very grateful to you. And it's a singular privilege for me to welcome you to this lecture series. And I'm particularly grateful to you, sir, for accepting the topic of today's lecture, interpreting the Cosmic Dance of Shiva. Because today I can't think of anyone who is competent to talk about this difficult, challenging theme, because it is very daunting task even for the greatest sages and scholars to describe and interpret Shiva and Shiva Mahima. Na bhumir na chapo, na vahnir na vayur, na chakasha maste, na tandra na nidra, na grishmo, na shito, na desho, na vesho. Whatever our eyes see, all is permeated, supported, sustained by him, but he is none of it. He is simply beyond grasping of our senses and thinking power of our mind. Atitah panthanam tavacha mahima vang manasayo ratadvya vritya yam chakitam abhidhatte shrutimapi sakasya stotavyah katividhi gunaha kasya vishayah pade tvarvachine patati namanah kasya navachah. Still, everyone tries to grasp him, understand him, relish him, describe him, interpret him. I feel as if we are like small birds who are flying in the sky, knowing that we will not able to measure the vastness of the sky. And even if we leave aside the philosophical, spiritual aspect of Shiva and focus on the mundane, worldly side, Shiva is central to Indian history and culture. And its incredible continuity in change since prehistoric times. We see Shiva as a thread who connects. Mai protam sarvamidam sutre manigana eva. Like a thread in which all the beads are connected. He has woven Indian civilization through millennia with that beautiful concept. And from Vedic period to Indus Valley period to the Upanishadic period to Puranic period and epic and classical period until today, Shiva is a constant theme in India. Shiva is also the geographical unifier of India, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. And also Shiva sustains and weaves together, harmonizes all aspects of human life. The structure of Sanskrit owes to Maheshwar Sutra, coming from Damaru of Shiva. Nataraj is the ideal for Natya Shastra. Nandi from Kama Sutra, Kama Shastra. As a Mahayogi, he is fountainhead of yoga and other knowledge. And also the sound, all forms of creativity, all forms of literature, iconography, architecture, painting, dance, music, crafts and handicrafts, all of them have been inspired by the divinity of Shiva and Shiva Mahima. India, I think, cannot be conceived without Shiva. Thinking, contemplating about Shiva itself is so uplifting. And that is why when India is celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, I think this theme is very important for contemporary India. And that is why we feel very obliged to you for accepting our invitation to interpret Shiva and his cosmic dance and how you have experienced through your art, Shiva. Thank you so much. Chala Dhanyavad Mandi.
Thank you. Akhilesh ji, you have said everything about Shiva. You have explained so beautifully. Very knowledgeable person. He is the ambassador of Ireland there in Dublin. I'm very proud to say. As you are celebrating this Mahotsav, can I speak?
Yes.
Celebrating this Amrit Mahotsav, I will just this thing, Akhilesh ji. We are really grateful that for inviting us here, and it's a great honor for us, Akhilesh ji. I will just, according to you, Agastyantu Amruta Mahotsavam Karishyamaha Bharata Ireland Paramparam Palayishyamaha. Agastyantu Amruta Mahotsavam Karishyamaha Bharata Ireland Paramparam Palayishyamaha. So we are continuing because, as you said, your letter said that their Ireland's 100 some years of their independence, our Bharat 75 years of independence. We are celebrating this. It is a great honor, Akhilesh ji. Now, I will tell, I am grateful to Akhilesh Mishra ji who has invited us, and to other dignitaries also. My salutations to you all. And we are great admirers of Akhilesh Mishra ji for his knowledge. And we welcome you all for the distinguishing experience of our Bharat, which provides the bliss and prosperity unto all. Bharat aspires the world to recognize the principle of coexistence, peace, and cooperation. The whole world is one family. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That is our Bharat's interest also. Bharat is also trying to do that actually. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That's in Vedas say that. And for that paths are many, but our goal is unity in diversity. That is our goal. And though our colors are different, we all are human beings, one family, right? And Indian civilizational thing, in its heritage, the heritage of Indian civilization heritage is developed. They are interested in the friendship. And India always for the world's cooperation. India always gives their warm hands for the world's cooperation and friendship. That is our Bharat. And Bharat is known as Prachi Sudha because it ever grows on the earth because of dance. As Prachi Sudan, the nectar of the East. Vedanam Janma Yatra Bhut, Natyotpattihi Yato Bhavat. Seyam Bharata Bhumistu, Prokta Prachi Sudeticha. That is the Bharat. And it is Natyam. Is it because of Natyam, Bharat is known as the Prachi Sudha? What is Natyam actually? Dance. Dance is a poetic expression. Speaks to manifold rhythmic patterns, melodic gestures, and subtle facial expressions. Creates a new world of ecstasy and ethereal existence. The background of the dance in India is not merely what a historian can describe, but it is more than the art, more than the dance that's historical discovery. It's more than the history of a man or of a nation. It is the spirit both of eternity and time. Spirit of man and woman. It is Purusha and Prakriti. It is Tandavam and Lasyam. Combination of Tandavam and Lasyam, the dance combination. There's nowhere in the world you find this. And Tandavam, Natanam, Natyam, Lasyam, Nrutyam Chanartanam, Tauryatrikam, Nrutya Gita Vadyam, Natyamidam Trayam. That is the essence of greatness of Natyam. That it is an expression of the evolution of movement, a truly creative force that has come down to us through the ages. This embodiment of sound and rhythm that creates poetry of spiritual expression is called dance. And as I said, dance speaks through manifold rhythmic patterns. I would like to just glimpse, just a small, this thing I want to discuss. When we go for academic studies, Akhilesh, when we go for academic studies, we start learning alphabets. In the same way, when we start learning dance, we start alphabets, adavus, we call it. Tam, tathai, tehi, tattam, tehi, ida, tam, tathai, tehi, tattam, tehi, ida. Adavus is. According to Bharataarnavam, the tam, tathai, they are equal to Om Shabdam. That's why this creation is great, our rhythmic syllables. After learning these alphabets and what we learn? Words. A for apple, B for boy, and C for cat, like that, no? So with alphabets, with adavus, then we start learning tirmanams. That is like words. Didithei, takka dhimmi, takka jannu, takka takkitta, takka takkitta, takka dhimmi, takkitta, takka dhimmi, takkit, takka dhimmi, takka takkitta, takka dhimmi, takka takkitta, ta. Like that, we learn the adavus and the tirmanams, the words. Then come to sentence. Sentence means there is a beginning and there is an end. Like we have 8 beat cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It starts in 1 and ends in 8. And tam, that is the full stop. Like that is sentence. It has to be in the rhythm. Ditta, dimita, kitataka, talangutaka, dimitaka, kadiganato, tam. That is full stop. That is sentence. And if you go to paragraph, we have to tell the jati 3-4 avartanams or 5 avartanams. Like so, like ta kattu dinda di tagadigutariganatum ta di kattu dinda di. Tagadigutariganatum ta kattu dinda ta di kattu dinda tadana. Tajjanu, Digadagataga, Digijan, Tadigadatum, Tadana, Tajjanu, Digadagataga, Digijan, Tadigadatum, Tadana, Tajjanu, Tadimidigadaga, Tadiketa. Like that paragraph it goes. That we practice and we teach also. Whatever we learn from the great gurus, but that we learn and we teach to our students and we perform also. And after sentence comes the story now. How we tell the stories. There is a mind, the Hasta Mudras. We have got the Hasta Mudras in dance give the meaning of the words in a dance. Each and every word will be given by Hasta Mudras, the meaning. Like that. In single hand gestures, what we have is Pataka, Tripataka, Ardha Pataka, Karkari, Muk, Mayura, Kya, Ardha Chandra, Aral, Shuktunda, Mushti, like the 28 single hand gestures. And double hand gestures, 24 are there like Anjali, Kapota, Karkata, Swastika, Dola Hasta, Pushpaput, Utsanga, Shiva Linga, like that 24 single hand gestures. We have to learn the hand gestures. And it's a combination of footwork patterns, hand gestures, and expression. That. And with the hand gestures, how we tell the story from, I will tell you one from Bhagavatam. It's a Gajendra Moksha. There is a forest. There are different kinds of flowers in that forest. There is a big lake in the forest. And one day, an elephant walking in the forest comes to drink water from that lake. When elephant entered through the water, the frogs from that lake started croaking. Naga, 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 naga. Elephant, without hearing their croaking, he enters the water to drink. Suddenly, the crocodile comes out from the water and it catches the elephant's leg. Elephant was God. And he was a devotee of Lord. He prays to Lord, "Oh Lord, please come and save me." Lord Vishnu comes with his chakra and he throws his chakra, kills the crocodile. Elephant was free and walks back to the forest happily. Like that, we tell the stories with hand gestures. It's a combination of footwork patterns, and now, because here I cannot do footwork patterns, no, put a mind and express the sentiments. How? That's also part. When we are doing this mudra and footwork and facial expressions, are very important. Like, if anything is very beautiful, oh, very beautiful. If you are afraid, then show the afraid. If you don't like, disgust, so this expression, what we have, nowhere in the world you find this. I was teaching to the Canadian students. Then when I show the Raudram, no, Guruji, we don't have this kind of like this. But what we have? We have this is a combination of footwork patterns, body movements, and hasta mudra and expression. Yeah. How it with the song it goes, like Akhilesh must be knowing that Jayadeva, he was a great poet and from 12th century AD. His wife Padmavati was a dancer. So she was dancing and he was composing the songs. Like, and a glimpse that how Radha tells the joy of her heart with Krishna. Just one line. It is in Sanskrit that Nijagada sa yadunandane क्रीडति हृदय नंदने निजगा दशा यदुनंदने क्रीडति हृदय नंदने निजगा दशा यदुनंदने. And she said, Kuru yadunandana chandana sheshirat mera kamera. That detail might hold from it. It's a beautiful Sanskrit. So 12th century he has choreographed. Very beautiful, very beautiful. So like that we tell the stories. So dance is a combination of footwork patterns, melodic gestures and subtle facial expressions. So like that it has come, and throughout the ages dance is there in our country. During the Vedic period also it is there, dance. And dances have developed into classical arts because of the regional influences with the different names. Otherwise all dances are connected with the Natya Vedam, Natya Shastra, like that. So, and dance was created by Shiva. It is known as the divine dance. Our Indian dance is known as the divine dance. It created by Lord Shiva. And we do namaskaram, sashtanga, we do bow. What we call, 1 minute, Radha. Like that, through the ages, our dances have developed into mature classical art forms. They have high place in the Indian society with religious sanctity. Dancing as an art has been popular in India throughout the ages. It was popular in Vedic period also. Indian dance is known as the divine art created by God, Lord Shiva, and we bow to the venerable auspicious Shiva, whose body is the entire universe. The entire universe is body, and whose speech is the entire language of the mankind. And his adornments are the moon and the stars. He is the creator, preserver, and destroyer of the universe. That is the greatness of Lord Shiva. In dance also we show that. Then he is a cosmic dancer, known as Nataraja, the king of dance, cosmic dancer. So please ask them to play this. beginning of Shiva. Thank you. Thank you. And I will have to tell you that when Shiva was dancing, Akhilesh knows everything. His matted locks of hair, where the river Ganges rests, it opened and the hair was flying on his shoulders and his earrings were shining and his cheeks were also bright shining because of the earrings light shining. Then we can see the 9 sentiments on Shiva's face. The Srungaram, erotic love. Veeram, valor. Karunyam, compassion. Adbhutam, wonder. And Hasyam, ridicule. Bhayam, fear. And Bhibhatsam, disgust. Raudram, fury. And finally, Shantam, the peace. These 9 sentiments were seen on Shiva's face. Now I think that is also recording also there. Please play the 9 sentiments, Navarasa.
Shringaram Bhayam Bhayam Bhayam
That was Navarasas shown by Shiva. And one more thing also we would like to show that it is believed that when Shiva was dancing, 5 rhythms sprang from his feet. 5 different rhythms. And we show the 5 rhythms with 5 expressions like this. Takita, takita, the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, takita, 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 the creation. We show the creation symbol is Damaru. With Damaru, even Shabdas came, Patyam also we learned from Damaru. Like, so creation, takita, takita. Then the hand of hope, preservation, protection, and destruction holding the fire. That is destruction. About for the soul, indicating the lifted Kunchita Pada. And salvation, aspiring to the lifted foot. So creation, preservation, destruction, and abode for the soul, and salvation, moksha. That is, with the rhythm, 5 rhythms. So Shiva danced like that. So kindly see that 5 rhythms also sprang from his feet with 5 different creations. Sprang from his feet, and we just start in our dance, like creation, preservation, like that. And finally, actually, this we have got Tattva Shastra, where the rhythms also give some meaning. Tam Tatte, Tam Tatte, Deem Te, Tam Tatte means this whole universe is the dancing temple to the Shiva. That the meaning of the Tattva Shastra. So whole universe is the dancing temple to the Shiva. Then when Shiva dances, people from all over the world, they enjoy. Shiva and Parvati, actually. And how Shiva and Parvati are dancing for the enjoyment of the universe. Just a glimpse, small glimpse. Please see that. Whole university, they dance and they dance for the enjoyment of it. As you said, Your Excellency, he shows us the meditation as the ascetic also, Shiva, that is also there. So Shiva is the founder of dance and he is the creator of the universe and destroyer and protector of the universe also. That's and what we said, this according to Tattva Shastram, this Tam Tattat, the universe is the dancing temple of Shiva. So Shiva has been dancing all over the world. All over the world. Shiva is known as Nataraja and Shambhu. And Shiva is also known as Akhilesh. Ambassador, he is traveling all over the world. World is his temple, dancing temple. So I'm very happy that we are here to show some glimpse of Shiva and Parvati. Akhilesh. That what we, Akhilesh, is for your kind will complete, you know that we are completely dedicated for this Kuchipudi dance, divine dance. Me, Radha, Kaushalya, and Yamini Reddy, Bhavana Reddy, completely dedicated. So Kuchipudi, the difference of Kuchipudi dance is it's a combination of theatre and temple dance. That is the beauty of Kuchipudi. And for Tandavam Lasyam also, for the Shiva's main Tandava Lasyam, the Kuchipudi is a beautiful dance style. Yeah. Mujjeshna, beauty. Yes.
Chala dhanyavad Mandi.
No, please.
We have been watching and listening to you with great admiration, and really we are overwhelmed by your wisdom, your expressions, and your ability to explain even to the lay people like us. We are so grateful.
Thank you very much.
In Mahabharata, there is a saying that there are 3 types of dan. The lowest kind of dan is one where the donor, the dani, gives with great difficulty something which is asked. The medium kind of donation, madhyam dan, is where the person gives but after asking, and also with like grudgingly gives. But the greatest, the noblest form of dan is one where the yachak doesn't have to ask. The dani himself sees the situation and the facial expression and condition of the yachak and gives him dan, and gives it so generously, liberally. And you are naturally one of the greatest donors, and आपका दान था वो सर्वोत्कृष्ट स्तर का था कि जितना हम लोगों ने उम्मीद की थी, जो हम लोग मांगना चाहते थे, वो बिना मांगे आपने प्रस्तुत किया. इनफैक्ट मैं हेमा जी से रिक्वेस्ट करने वाला था कि आप अपने कुछ वीडियो पुराने दिखाएं. बिना मांगे आपने दिखाया और इतने चॉइसेस रिकॉर्डिंग्स आपने दिया कि मैं समझता हूं कि कुल मिला के आज का आपका प्रेजेंटेशन हम सब के लिए बहुत बहुमूल्य है. और हम लोग इसको फेसबुक पे, अपने सोशल मीडिया पे, डिफरेंट प्लेटफॉर्म से हम लोग इसको प्रिजर्व करेंगे और खूब अच्छी तरीके से उसको दुनिया भर में फैलाना भी चाहेंगे, क्योंकि आज का आपका जो होलिस्टिक प्रेजेंटेशन था और जिस तरह से आपने नरेशन दिया, एक्सप्लेन करते हुए फ्रॉम अडऊ से लेकर के फिर जो तत्वशास्त्र तक का पूरा आपने ज्ञान शेयर किया हम लोगों के साथ, वो हम लोगों के लिए बहुमूल्य रहा.
Thank you very much. Very much we dancing, Akhilesh, we got a request to stay in New York also, in San Francisco also, many requests. Many places, even African countries we went, they want to give us a land, big land, stay here and teach. We said no. That's why the greatness of our dance is like, that Kalidas, what he has written this Natyam Viterjanasya Bahudapi Ekam Samaradhanam. This Natyam provides a unified forum and gives universal enlightenment. That is the greatness of our dance.
We are very privileged. We are very privileged to know you, sir. And Our
Thank you.
from Indian Embassy, once again, our profound gratitude to you, Kaushalya ji and Radha ji, and your two brilliant daughters. We were happy to have Bhavna ji some time ago, and we look forward to greater opportunities.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.